Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be talking about is nothing to do for say with physical fitness, but it has a lot to do with mental fitness, and that right there is more important than the physical part of it. You know, if you can't get your mind in shape for whatever task it is, no matter what it is, you know, because one thing for sure about people is that, you know, if you're a weak person, people are always going to prey on you. They're always going to come at you, and that's just the way life is set up. Whether it be your job, whether it be the weight room, or whatever you know, if you're a weak person, people are gonna always pick on you. If you're a younger person, you know, little kids or whatever, you know, when you're grown people, you know, I want to use that F word for that kind of stuff, because that's just the way it is. No matter what it is, you know, you're gonna have people that's gonna do that, and then at times you'll have some of the weaker ones that would do the same thing if they feel like they can get away with it. So the reason I'm saying that is to say this, is that you always have to keep your mind in order for whatever it is that you do in life. No matter what it is that you're doing, you know, if it's your job, if it's the weight room, your mind got to first be together so you'll be able to move forward, because you're always going to have weak people that's going to come after you. You're going to have strong people that's going to come after you, and then strong is a relative thing because I've noticed with this days of generation of people, they are actually weaker people, but they consider themselves to be stronger. They are more prone to violence, but they're more prone to violence with weapons and stuff like that. Nobody is a hand-to-hand person back the way we were when we were younger. We was hand-to-hand. We went toe-to-toe with you know, physical to physical. But today's people, they use weapons and guns and stuff like that because they are weak people. They're not strong people. They're weak people because they are scared to get beat up. You know, people scared to take a butt whipping these days. You know, back in the days, you take a butt whipping, you know, you lose, you win. It was what it was, you know. But you could take those same weak people and put them on certain jobs and stuff like that, and those weak people are going to try to take advantage a lot of times on those jobs. They'll take advantage of other people. They may be jealous of you because you look a certain way, because you know, people may like you, you know, a certain way, and in a way that they probably wouldn't like. So you're gonna always have people coming at you, no matter where it is in life, and you always have to have a strong mind. A strong mind will carry you a lot further than a strong body, because you can have a strong body. I have seen guys tremendously strong, tremendously big guys, and I have seen smaller people destroy them, because without the mental part of all that strength, you have nothing. You know, you have nothing at all. It's almost like having a hot rod car with a accelerator that's been altered to only press the gas so far. You know, what's the use of having all that power if you're gonna block off the accelerator to keep you from mashing the gas all the way to the floor? You're not gonna go anywhere, even though you have all the power in the world. It's the same thing. You know, like I said, I've seen it all. And one thing about this this YouTube stuff, you see a lot of weak people hiding behind a lot of different thumbnails and stuff like that. They talk a lot of stuff, but those people are the ones that will be on your job in a higher position, that would try to take advantage of stronger people because of positions and stuff like that. Those are the type of people that do stuff like that because they don't have the mental fortitude to be what those other people are. And that jealousy thing a lot of times would cause them to attack you. So if you're on your job or whatever, and you have people attacking you all the time, 9 times out of 10 it's because of a weak person in high positions, you know. And that's the sad thing about people. That's the sad thing about you trying to get in line and do what you're trying to do. So you're gonna always have somebody that's gonna try to, bring you down. But no matter what, you always have to put your best foot forward. Never let anybody bring you down. And always remember, strength comes from the mind first, and then it goes into the body. And if you can't get your mind straight to be able to offset that, then you're not going to make it, because you're always going to have somebody that's going to be coming at you for one reason or another, and you want to be strong mentally as well as physical. And I do advise you to have the strong mental part first, because that right there is going to always take you where you want to go and help you when times get rough on you. So that's one thing about life. You're going to always have those up and downs. You're going to always have those bad times. But no matter what, the good times are always gonna come back. No matter how bad it get, And you always hear that thing, well, no matter how bad your life is, there's somebody who has it bad. But when you're doing bad, you can care less about what somebody else's life is doing. All you thinking about is what you're doing. And the only way to get yourself out of those bad spots is that you always got to keep a strong mind. That's number one. The rest of those fitness channels and things like that, they don't talk about that mind. You having a mind to pick up 400-500 pound deadlifts or whatever. All that's sweet and lovely, But what you're gonna do when you have weaker people attacking you on your job, weaker people attacking you on your YouTube channel, what you're gonna do then? That strength for lifting that 500 pounds is not gonna help you mentally. Your mental strength is everything. That's you. That's who you are. Your mental strength. Mike Tyson wasn't the biggest heavyweight out there boxing. He wasn't the biggest heavyweight, but his mindset to win was stronger than the competitors that he was competing against. His mindset, not necessarily the amount of power that he had, even though the guy had power, but it was his mindset. It was his thought process, his mindset that pushed him to be the greatest. That once Customato harnessed his mind to push him to the next level, he went to the next level. Your mind is all started in your mind, man. And without your mind being strong, the rest of it is going to be, worthless. It's going to be worthless because it's not going to be able to help you, You got to have a strong mind, because everybody preys on the weak. You can look at animal shows and stuff like that. When you got those lions running around trying to catch those elks, deers, or whatever them things are that they be chasing around. Them things are incredibly fast. They're incredibly fast. Those things, a lot of those things, they be trying to catch those lions. But you know what? The one thing that they look for whenever they get ready to attack anything, when a preying animal, a meat eater, get ready to attack any kind of animal, and it's a group of them, and it's just like people in the world. It's a group of them. It's a group, a whole group of people in the world. And this is what the lions, this is what they do. They look for the weakest one in that group. The one that don't look like he have pep in their step. The one that don't look like they have that get up and go about them. That's who they attack. Not the one that's jumping up 12 feet in the air, got plenty of speed and ready to do what they got to do. They're not going to mess with him. You know why? Because it's going to be a hard task to take that one down. And they know that. So they always look inside the crowd and they look for that weak one. And that's who they hone for. They hone in on that weak one. And that's the same thing with people. On your job or whatever, you're going to have those that try to hone in on you. But you got to always let them know there's no weakness here. Let them know they always going to have a fight on their hands, no matter what it is. And without that fighting spirit, people just run over you. But you got to always have that fighting spirit. You got to make sure that people don't kill that in you. Because once they kill that in you, then the meat eaters are going to get you. And they're going to devour you, have you for lunch. That's the way life works. So you can't never appear to be weak. You take guys that has been incarcerated for years, and the thing about it is that none of those guys amongst all those predators want to look weak. Same thing with the lions. Those other guys are looking for the weak one where they can, take advantage of and get what they want from them. They looking for that weak one. They ain't never looking for no powerful guy. Whether it don't matter your size. The size don't even matter in there. All that matters is about how much gumption you got, how much willpower you got. That's what matters the most in there, in a incarcerated environment. Once a person realizes that this person right here is not going to be a pushover, them the ones that they don't want to fool with. Them the ones that can go in there and do their time and get back out. So I always know, and this is life. It's just not in prison where you have to always basically peacock. The peacock always got his feathers flared out. Because letting you know that I'm the best. I'm the best at what I'm doing. I'm the best. I always got that look. The peacock always looking like that. So you have to always remember that when you at work, when you on these YouTube channels and all this other stuff, and you got all those weak people coming at you, you always got to keep your mind set straight. Your mindset is everything, brother. Your mindset is everything. And I think I'm gonna have to do something to this dog. And look at this fool here. Now, look at her. I don't know if you can see her, but she up under that trampoline, pulling parts off the trampoline and playing with it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I deal with the dog later. That dog always doing something crazy. But that's the main thing in life. I always keep that strength base, your mind strong. The rest of it is useless, baby, if you don't have a strong mind. Anyway, that's what I thought I'd talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.